Everyone, there's different types of pain, and the experience of pain can be different for everyone as well. There's also sensation versus pain, and sometimes what you feel or what we feel is sensation, not really pain. There's different forms of pain. There's gnawing pain, there's dull, there's ache, that sort of stuff. There's lancinating pain that's really nasty. Your mind has no option but to focus on that kind of pain. But sensation is, a sense of something's not right, a sense of tension, something out of place, that kind of thing. But it's not actually pain, because pain is difficult to block out, it's difficult to ignore. That's pain. When it comes to sensation, it's good to determine if that's what it is, because it can help your brain understand, we're not really in pain, there's just something not quite right. And that's, in my experience, it's nearly always to do with certain postures that we live in, breathing patterns associated with. It's essentially a functional I can't think of the word right now. Functional dysfunction. So it's a dysfunction in the way the body is reading itself. So certain muscles are too tight, ones are too long, other ones aren't acting well enough, they're not activating enough, or the timing's wrong, which will cause your back to ache almost for no reason. When we check your hamstring length, your hamstrings are too long. So too long hamstrings are a problem. The body loses a sense of hamstrings. It needs that. The hamstrings and the diaphragm are intimately connected. So if the body loses a sense of hamstrings, it finds it hard to ground neurological information into your feet. And we need a sense of grounding, otherwise the body finds grounding in the pelvis or in the back. And the body goes, let's ache here because something's not right. So pain, how people describe pain can mean different things. Certain kind of pains and where they point to in their body where the pain is or where it moves, that sort of stuff, it can show whether it's nerve pain. That's usually quite specific. Nerve pains, generally things are numb in a certain area, especially in a certain distribution down a limb or something like that. There's pins and needles. There can be shooting pain beyond the next joint or so. So a pain that's aching, comes from the neck, that's aching to the shoulder, can be driven from the neck. Can be from muscles around that area. The pain goes down to your elbow. That's probably more likely a nerve pain, but if it goes down to the hand, we're looking at probably definitely a nerve pain. So we're looking at something more central, something in the neck. But pain can come on, through foods too. Certain foods, your allergies to food, it can bring on a whole region of the neck, all the muscles to tighten up, and then once that food is processed through the body, the pain goes. Same as when we're sick, got a really bad flu, whatever inflammatory cytokines are in the system, incredible aches, and it's nothing to do with joint problems or anything like that. It's just the body fighting the flu. So there's different kind of pains for different reasons. A pain can be on a scale. A scale, that's one end of the scale is how it's to do with chemical, so that's like inflammatory markers in the system. Other end of the scale is mechanical. So we're looking at, is the pain continuous, which means that it's there all the time but can rise up and down? Is it constant? So it's the same pain, it never goes up, never goes down, and it's always there, that's constant, that's the real nasty stuff. And then intermittent pain means it comes and goes. So it's good to know. So we determine how irritable a certain condition is, how quickly it can be arced up and how quickly it comes back down to a baseline or disappears. So if it's more mechanical, so I might have a gnawing pain in my neck and I stretch my neck out, turn my head, maybe it clicks, maybe it doesn't, and the pain goes. That's largely a mechanical issue. So we're looking at where in the spine do we need to release muscles, that sort of stuff. But if it's we stretch out, we do all the stuff and the pain's still there, it's probably partly mechanical but mainly chemical. So the chemical stuff is where herbs are really useful, and pharmaceuticals too, to help calm down the inflammatory process, looking at your diet, all that sort of stuff. And when it's more mechanical, we're always looking at functional issues. How can you make the body move better? And even with chemical-based issues, we're still looking at how can we make the body better, move better. I hope that makes sense.